Hello, hello.
Now is the moment.
We are back in Zion, it seems. Let's see if we have new equipment that is useful. This seems good. I guess this is good for somebody, but let's see who benefits the most. Yeah, maybe just this guy. Ooh, letter kuiras.
Time to shine. Time to dull.
Now is the moment.
How about this? War spear. Doesn't seem so good. I think the milk spear is better.
For the Lord.
Max damage is enormous. I'm gonna assume max damage is a good thing, because I still don't know what it actually does.
Wise
How about the shield guy?
Ready for battle.
So you cannot... Oh, Barakel! Yes, you can wear the Barakel shield.
Time
Okay.
to do the Lord.
Let's just go donate this crap to the beggars, and then we can go kick more ass. I wonder who's our next enemy. I have no idea. Must be the Bolondians. I guess this is some soak. I mean like stamina or something like that. Okay, I won't get rid of that, but I guess I can sell Taria bow.
What can I do for you?
What can I do for ya? Okay, let's go back. And if I don't get stuck, well, and now you're moonwalking. Are you Michael Jackson? Stay away from the children, please. And finally, that took for an eternity in the sea. Come on! Is it so difficult to run up the stairs? Okay. Aramean payback. Okay, so I guess it's like some trade negotiation, like episode 1 of Star Wars. Because it's payback.
After the crushing defeat of the Ammonites and their Aramean mercenaries, David learned more troubling news from the north. King Hadadezer of Aram-Zobah had marshaled an army to recover his border. He had called upon the Arameans of Damascus from across the Euphrates River for aid. David explained to his men the benefit of securing the north. They would capture the northern half of the King's Highway, what remained of the coastal highway, and the Ammonites would be surrounded.
The missive says he wishes to recover his border. Perhaps that's all this is. A cautionary response.
Or it could be that the Aramean king thinks our troops are depleted from the Battle of Rabbah and is marching south to Jericho.
Oh no, the walls of
What are your
Jericho.
thoughts, Shama?
My thoughts are that it would be unwise not to secure our own borders.
Racist!
Any of us lack wisdom? Ask the Lord who gives generously to all without reproach, and wisdom shall be given to him.
Securing your own borders is like Trump, you're a racist. He has to be burned in acid, he's so racist.
David inquired of the Lord, "Shall I take up arms against the Arameans?" And the Lord replied, "Go. The Arameans will be defeated if they choose to battle."
I'm beginning to think
David's army set up camp in an area
Corn,
known as Helam,
the blood god,
a
is the
well-protected
god
camp
of
that created a
David.
natural stronghold. David and Joab devised a plan of attack requiring a fair amount of deception. David explained his plan to the five and asked them to undertake a very dangerous mission, probably the most dangerous they had ever attempted.
Hadadezer has troops garrisoned at various way stations in the canyon below, with the bulk of his army in the valley beyond the gorge. We need you to make a nuisance of yourselves.
Destroy everything you can.
Act
on
like
your way to the
mosquitoes,
valley
be a
and
nuisance.
once you have Hadadezer's attention, retreat back to our army.
So we are the bait?
Exactly. Try not to get yourselves killed.
Okay, let's go. Ahoy. It's so like being feeling energyless and listless in recent days. I think everybody is feeling tired, like and if you're a boring person, you might say it's because of the winter or something, that the winter makes people tired. But my theory is that there's like some big shift going on in the matrix, and like we are being used as energy to power the shift. Like the election of Trump is just one example that this shift has happened, and like life is different now, and it's like changing even more dramatically in the next couple of years. So like the wheels in the machine are turning, and it's very exhausting, and also like physically it saps our energy, and then like mentally, because like we have to get used to the new order of the matrix. And I think maybe a lot of people, like if they're weak-minded, they don't even notice the shift, because they think this is how it's always... What the fuck? Yeah, this is how it's always been. I cannot get to these fucking caches.
Aramea was a loose confederation of small kingdoms located in modern-day Syria.
See, confederation, they're racist.
And northeast of Israel.
Because, you know, the Confederate States in the US, they were racist, so all confederations are racist. And when the Syrians of Damascus came to succor Hadadezer, king of Zobah, David slew of the Syrians 220,000 men. Hadadezer. I don't know, it's like some bad guy from He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, like Hordak's cousin or something. Well, Hordak is like a duck who's a whore, but that's another story. And related to Psyduck from Pokemon. Psy, but anyways. I don't know what was the point of this excursion. But yeah, I was talking about the Matrix, yeah, because like in 1984, like, although I haven't read the novel yet, but I feel like I know everything about it. Like I have it in my bookshelf, but yeah, I haven't gotten around to reading it since I've heard about it. Heard about it so much already over the years. And anyway, like there's this, you know, infamous sentence: we've always been at war with East Asia, because like whatever the country is, because there's like these three countries. Is it Oceania, East Asia, and is it Pacifica or Atlantia or Atlantis? I don't remember, but yeah, like the country of the main character, it has been, let's say it's been at war with Oceania, and East Asia has been its ally, but suddenly they make this big change, and actually like the state propaganda says that we've always been at war with East Asia, even though it's a lie, but people believe it since the media says it. So I think this is how it's gonna go with the Matrix.
The weak spot left by the retreating mercenaries. He brought in troops from other areas.
And when the Syrians saw that they were smitten before Israel, they gathered themselves together. And Hadarezer was sent and brought out the Syrians that were beyond the river. And they came to Helam, and Shobah, the captain of the host of Hadarezer, went before them. Is Hadarezer the same guy as Hadadezer, or is this a typo, or was the other one a typo? I don't know. It's one of the great mysteries of life, I know. typo or no typo? That is the question.
I can't do that.
You bitches. Okay. I guess I can go forward. Men forward, kick their asses. Oh, teddy ho, pep pep. And yeah, I'm not I'm not completely serious when like, well, certainly like when I started saying there's a switch, you know, like change in the matrix, and this means this and that. I wasn't serious, but now, like, after I've said it, I thought like, maybe that's what has happened. Because yeah, I think they're
I can't do that.
because like, yeah, I believe there is like there is some metaphysical reality that is more real than, you know, the physicality that we see, and I just, yeah, I have no idea like if I have any accurate or even inaccurate way to determine what that, like, you know, non-physical reality, that spiritual reality is, but I don't know, like, why not what I just surmised. Like, I think I've used the example before in some earlier video, but like, you know, this game or any game, World of Warcraft, Skyrim, whatever, like, you know, when you play the game you see the graphics and stuff, but it's not really like the graphics are there just to make it look nicer and like more understandable what's going on. But what's really like when we fight, the stats and stuff that affects whenever, you know, somebody dies or takes damage or heals and stuff, it's not based on, you know, what you see. So this is basically like represents the physical world. I got a new spear, I should check it out. Max damage is better. And the basic, I guess. So sad. Getting rid of those legendary items or whatever they are. I don't know, I'm gonna look around here first. But yeah, the life is a computer game analogy that Plato first made famous or infamous, however, infamous, infamy. So yeah, the graphics, that is just, you know, is basically this, you know, hollow. It doesn't have any weight or substance, like in, you know, games like this. It's just these models walking around, but it's like the game code beyond it that gives them weight and substance, and like, you know, in this game there aren't the physics aren't really implemented, except like, okay, when the people fly around they sort of feel realistic, so there is that degree of like physics in this game, I suppose. But not like so much fucking crappy loot. This thing.
The defensive move by Hadadeza was likely
Hadadeza. See, now it's Hadadeza, it's not Hadariza.
Moved quickly to meet the threat posed by Hadadeza.
And when it was told David, he gathered all Israel together and passed them over Jordan and came to Helam. And the Syrians set themselves in array against David and fought with him. Helam, Helm's Deep, clearly. So we are actually orcs. That says it all. Like, now I know everything about what happened. But yeah, so like in, you know, video games, it's the code, the stuff that, you know, you don't pay much attention usually. That really matters. I think that's how it works in, like, you know, reality as well. Like, there are these scripts of, you know, call it the word of God or law of Dharma or whatever. That's what's like primal. That's what makes everything happen. And then like the physical world simply reacts to what has been scripted, or like how the different kind of programs and subroutines interact with each other. I think that's how it works. So yeah, I guess it's a convoluted way to say that I feel tired and I have to go wash dishes soon. So of course I'd rather play computer games naturally. But yeah, I do think that this year, well, it's the year of the fire monkey. So it's been a surprise to most people, I think, like whether it's Brexit and Trump victory, and I think next year is gonna bring more surprises, like people who think Trump is gonna drain the swamp. I don't know. Maybe he will try.
I can't.
Maybe he won't even try. We'll see. So protect this guy. Hey, give me a blowjob. Why don't you? Oh no, he's an alchemist. It's from alchemist sketch.
Can't do that.
Ticky 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 ticky.
Thank you, my friends.
Diana
The
Troy.
Lord bless you and keep you.
So enter the oasis. Enter the dagger.
I can't do that.
Goddamn lieutenant ass fuck. Yeah, but we should make like, well, at least like, although I'm not really fan of Kek worship and stuff, but at least like the materialist worldview is dying, which is good, since it's like, well, it's just, that's been a man-made construct from the get-go, like, and it's a modern construct. Because no other culture in known history has thought that, you know, there is no spirit or anything like that. Like, it's just the conception of what the spirit world is and what are spirits, that like changes a great deal based on cultures and times and whatever individuals. And I think it should, since unless you have like some direct access to God or something, I don't know, you shouldn't be so sure like what is the, you know, true nature of spirit and all that, because you're supposed to be guessing. Because otherwise you're just like, either you're guessing about it or you're bullshitting about it, or you are just materialist who ignores it and you are like ignoring the most important part of reality. But yeah, now we're going to Helm's Deep, and we're gonna see that next time on next Bat Channel time, whatever.